Hi everyone, it's Justine. Today we're tackling the long-awaited question of the portfolio preparation. It is a challenge, it's a complex process to get a portfolio that really represents you. So I'm going to do my best and hopefully give you a structured overview in one little video of what your portfolio should contain, what you should pay attention to, and I will give you examples from my own portfolio. Feel free to add comments or questions if you feel I forgot something's unclear. I'm gonna go pretty fast through that. Feel free to pause and replay wherever you need. I'm gonna start right away. Let's go. Before starting the creation of your portfolio, there are a couple of rules to know. The first one is your portfolio shows your specialization. If you're women's wear, men's wear, children's wear, swimwear, activewear, red carpet dresses designer, then your portfolio should include only that. What you show should also highlight your specific personal skills. What are you good at? Are you a good drawer? Are you good in draping, pattern making? Are you a good sewer? Are you good with watercolors, with Illustrator? Can you do great patterns? Can you do textile development? Your portfolio should show that. Your portfolio will include different series of your work, but everything as a whole should be cohesive. You should have one big theme. For example, are you looking at historical perspectives on one topic? Are you doing everything about plants and nature? Are you showing only things that are made by hand completely, where the fabric is also hand woven? Things like that. You should have one thing holding the whole portfolio together. Important to remember about the overall aesthetics. Your portfolio should look like you. It is your work. Don't include anything you're not really happy with. You are showing this to somebody who's going to take it and judge you based on what he or she sees. It should be your best work possible. Now comes the first critical question: which format should your portfolio have? Of course, it's up to you, but it should match your big cohesive theme and the skills of yours that you want to highlight. You probably know the standard portfolio binder. Well, that's, in my opinion, not good enough. It's what people use by default when they haven't really thought about the format. So I use this portfolio binder to keep my work on progress, but that's not the way I would show my final work. Suggestions as to the format are, for example, a book with a binding. Maybe you make the binding, so it really shows your handcraft and your skills in details and handwork. You could also make it an accordion. You could also use loose pages, but then you need a plan on how to hold them together, like a kind of box or envelope to group your different series. You could use a poster style that you unfold. That's fun. You can play with the format with this one. And you need to think about which size to use. Are you going to take a A5 page format, A3, a really big one? Is it going to be square? Is it going to be round? That's up to you, but you need to make those decisions. In terms of execution, are you going to print the pages? Are you going to make them by sticking and gluing different elements together on a board or material of your choice? Do you plan on including physical artifacts like sand, flowers, pictures, fabric, wood, whatever you like, right? The only limit is your imagination. Your portfolio should really be unique. The final question when thinking about the format is: how will the physical final piece look like that I will hand over to a person who will be judging me? Once you have your big theme and your format decided, the next question you need to tackle is which elements should go into this portfolio. So you're showing about 4 to 6 series from your past work. A series is one project. I will detail in a minute what's included in a series. The first thing, and extremely important in a portfolio, is a mood board for each series. I have done a video, which is appearing right now at the top of your screen and in the description below the video, on how to make a mood board, so I'm not going to tackle it here. I suggest you watch the other video. The next point is to give insights into the process. How do you work? How does your brain work? How is your creative process? People who judge you want to understand that. So you need to show them, for example, pictures from your draping process if you're a draper. Visual research, if you're somebody who researches a lot, then pages of your notebooks might be useful to show. Or you're a touchy person and you go a lot through textile experiments, then you want to show that, include maybe pieces from those experiments, textile stuff to touch. The next block to include are drawings of the looks. Final looks, to show that you can draw and that you can express visually the idea of the designs that you want. Those drawings can be done by hand, by a machine, they can be painted. You can choose the method or the skill that you prefer. You should take the skill that you're best at because you want the result to be as good as possible. I have made a series on drawing tutorials and it's going on. I suggest you watch this series. It's appearing on your screen right now. The next point is technical flats. They're usually done in Illustrator if you want to look very professional, or if you don't have that skill yet, you might also draw them with an ink pen by hand. You want to show that you master the techniques of garment development and that you know where you will place the seams and the edges and how everything is finished. So you have thought through the whole process and you know exactly not just how it's going to look like, but how the design will be implemented. Okay, so for each series you have the mood board, the process, the drawings, the technical flats, and the fabric swatches. On top of that, you need a cover and an end page for your portfolio overall. The cover has your name and one visual on it that sums up the whole portfolio. Think of it as of the cover of a music album. It should say everything you have to say with one visual plus your name. The end page on the other side answers to the cover and closes and rounds up the whole story, the whole theme, so to say. Okay, it's a lot of stuff, right? We're almost there, almost there. Now, just a few more tips on what to pay attention to while you're working on it. A very important point is you should be able to add pages and change series in your portfolio, because in 6 months from now you might think, well, this series is not one of my top 5 anymore, I'd like to replace it by another one. So the format and the concept should fit switching and adding stuff afterwards, so to say. Then the order of the series, you have 5 to 6 series. Your strongest one should be the first one. Somebody who opens your portfolio, looks at the first series and closes should be heavily impressed. Your second strongest series is the last one, and the other ones are in between. Then your portfolio should be understood by the person looking at it, even if you're not there to explain it, and that's a quite hard thing to do, right? So if you need comments that can't be expressed by pictures, then the comments should also be in there, for example. And the typeface you're using, the background, the paper quality, every element that you're deciding on should contribute and pay into your overall theme, make your message understandable. Do spend time making good swatches. They should look amazing. Fraying is really disqualifying in my opinion, and they should really all have the same size. To help you kickstart your creative process and the creation of your portfolio, I have gathered further portfolio inspiration for you guys on one of my Pinterest boards, and I'll keep adding to this board every time I find something that I think is pretty and would fit as a portfolio format. If you don't follow me yet on Pinterest, here is my name. If you feel this video was useful for you, give it a thumb up, thank you very much, and share it with people around you, fellow students, fellow fashion designers, fellow fashion drawers. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already for more insights into the fashion industry and into my job as a fashion designer. The 2 things I mentioned during this video are here: how to make a mood board for fashion, and here is a playlist to help you practice your fashion drawing. I also upload new content every week, so see you very soon for a next video. Until then, good luck with your portfolio. Keep being creative. Take care. Bye-bye.